Hi, friends. The story goes that a young, devout Catholic woman fell in love with a staunch Baptist. The young woman's mother would have nothing of her Catholic daughter marrying a Protestant. And the daughter was heartbroken. But her mother came up with a plan. She said, sell him on Catholicism. Tell him all about the Catholic Church, our long history, our sacred traditions, our great beliefs. Tell him about the dedicated martyrs and the noble saints. Persuade him to become a Catholic, and then you can marry him. So her daughter dried her eyes and went off to see her boyfriend. She came back later, burst into the door, sobbing hysterically. The mother said, "What happened? Couldn't you sell him on Catholicism?" "Sell him?" the young woman cried. "I oversold him. Now he wants to become a priest." There's a lot of overreacting in that story. The mother overreacts to the idea of having a Protestant in the family. The daughter overreacts to her mother's concerns, and the boyfriend overreacts to his introduction to Catholicism. One of Jesus' kingdom parables in the 13th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew speaks to the danger of overreacting. It's the parable of the weeds among the wheat, or traditionally called the wheat and the tares. The parable goes like this. A landowner planted high-quality wheat seeds in his field. During the night, an enemy came and scattered weeds throughout the wheat and then disappeared into the darkness. Later in the season, the servants went into the field expecting a good crop, but to their dismay, they found weeds growing among the wheat. They came back and asked the landowner, "Sir, did you not sow good seed? Where did the weeds come from?" And he replied, "My enemy has done this." The servants are filled with anger, and they want to act impulsively and immediately and violently. They want to purge the field, to rip up the weeds and get rid of them right away. But the landowner is a man of patience and self-control. He says, "No, let's wait. If you pull up the weeds now, you might harm the wheat. We will wait. Let them grow together, and I will separate them at the harvest. Then we will dispose of the weeds and gather the wheat into the barn." We can learn many life lessons from this parable, and one of them is not to overreact. Jesus encourages us to be patient and not to jump to hasty, emotional, impulsive, or violent action. Overreaction throws our mind and our heart out of balance, and usually causes us to say or do something we wish we hadn't. And if we do it often, it takes a toll on our relationships, our health, and our spirit. So be patient. Take a deep breath. Pray. Think. Get perspective. You'll be happier, and so will the people around you. Thanks for listening. I'll see you again next week.